Hey everybody, welcome back to Advance Wars. It's time for the mission set that I've been dreading. We thoroughly humiliated Kanbei on his own home turf, so now it's time for his daughter to get revenge on us. Like, normally it'd be the opposite, right? Fight the daughter and then the father comes in to get revenge. But it's the opposite here. Yes, let's just blame the enemy for being too strong this time. That'll make him feel better. So anyways, all three of these upcoming levels are Fog of War. We haven't really dealt with Fog of War a lot up to this point, so we really haven't gotten into a really awful Fog of War level, but now we're about to. And we'll also be fighting the new CO, Sonia, in her field of expertise, because Sonia is a Fog of War CO, which means that using her outside of like versus mode against players in Fog of War, which most versus players don't really like anyways, is not recommended. None of the War Room maps have Fog of War, so using Sonia in War Room must mean you want a challenge. Because in Fog of War, Sonia has extra vision range, and she also has a CO power that lets her see into forest tiles. So you thought you were safe hiding and playing by the rules of Fog of War. Sonia just says, no, I don't have to obey the same rules as you do. I mean, this is on top of the fact that the enemy AI already can see you wherever you are unless you're in a forest. But now, with Sonia, if she just pops her CO power, yeah, forests aren't a problem for her anymore. And of course, you'll be completely outnumbered in this map as well. Like, if you thought this was going to be an easy ride, like, there's already a rocket hidden in this forest tile right here, so you have to waste somebody to reveal it. Waste a unit's turn, I mean. And you will also notice that it has a question mark where its HP would normally be. That is Sonia's other ability. She can hide how much HP her units have left. And normally that sounds like the most useless thing ever, but if one of her units decides to retreat back into the Fog of War, then you cannot, you know, it might be easy to forget which units you've damaged. Like, you really have to remember how much damage you've done to each unit in this kind of situation. But if she decides to retreat her units back into the fog, then you're not going to know anymore. So my strategy here is, I can't just rush forward because she's got units hidden everywhere. So I really just have to play the waiting game. I have to let her come to me. Which means hiding in the forest until the units reveal themselves. And you've also really got to listen for the noises that they make too, because units make different noises whenever they move. Which is actually kind of interesting, because for some units like the APC sound effect actually changed in Advance Wars DS. So if you were using that strategy to figure out what's out there, then you might be, your memory might betray you, because then you would think, oh, that's the recon sound, but no, it's actually an APC. So yeah, I'm just rambling until Sonia shows up, and oops, and double oops. I let the rocket get hit because I couldn't see that the tank would be there. Fortunately, we've got some cities, so I'll just pull them back and let them get repaired. Let's see, I know there's an artillery in this position because I got shot by it a lot. And I think what's even more infuriating about this is the context behind the mission. Because, like, the only real reason for Sonia to fight us is because, she wants to evaluate our combat prowess, but, like, I mean, if you want to waste the lives of all your soldiers doing that, then that's on you. But, like, the story doesn't really change if you do these missions or not. It just changes what happens in the final level. Oh yeah, and she's using her CO power so she can see everything that's in the wood tiles. If she's got a rocket in the forest to the north of me, then I'm going to get blown up. And there's probably one in there, but that was the only one that shot at me, so all the other positions are safe. So I can pretty much deduce that the rocket is probably around here or here. So let's see where it was. No, it must be in this forest tile right here. So yeah, deduction can get you through this, kind of. Right. So I think what I want to do is, oh, I gotta be careful about how many moves that I make, because again, oh, it didn't actually spend the fuel? How much fuel does an APC have? Okay, 70. So yeah, it did do that thing where you move a unit but don't commit to it, but the game decides to force you to spend the fuel anyways. So I'm probably going to try and do a sneak HQ capture here, even though I'm max. Like, I would love to route her, but I just can't see where all of the units are. Right, so there was the rocket, like I thought. And fortunately, Max blows it up in one hit. HQ is all the way up there. So I'm going to have to move through a little bit of terrain here without much place to hide. Also gotta watch for these two infantry trying to sneak this HQ here. So yeah, I'm taking it slow, but that's really the best way to do it. But I do have my CO power ready. So if I need it, it's there. Now, is there anything hiding here? Nope. Hide in that forest. I'm gonna have to reveal myself for a little bit here. I also happen to know that if the AI literally cannot see any enemy units, it just stops moving and doesn't do anything. Like, it really has to not be able to see any enemy units it can shoot at. Oh, there's a rocket in there somewhere. I bet I know where. It could only really be... It could be in this position. Let's test it. Oh, there it is. That's fine, though. We have a safe place to hide while we get into its blind spot. And these units out of the way, we don't have to worry about an HQ capture, but it's going to take a while for that rocket to get all the way to the top of the map. Oh, there's more. This first map really shouldn't be that difficult. I'm just playing it very slowly, because I haven't played this in forever. And I still want to keep up my streak of getting good ranks. Or decent ranks, at least. I've gotten, like, all of my grades up until now have been A or higher. I've only got, like, a couple of real A ranks. The rest are all S's. Uh-oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay, so now we have to route it because there's no way I am getting... Ouch, that stung. Like, there's no way now for me to capture that HQ. I mean, I could still get my infantry and mech all the way up there, but that would take several more turns. That was a very, very bad time for a CO power. Hopefully there's only a couple of units left, though. 10 turns. I've spent 10 turns on this so far. So that should be the last of the indirect combat units. So we are going to route this after all, and I'm hoping that my grade will be A or above. There it goes, and there it goes. There, that's all of them. Predilection. I have never heard that word before. I've legit never heard it. Wow, you're giving us advice? Yes, strategy is my department. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that in the Japanese version of the game, Sonia actually has a red outfit, but in the localization, she's got a green outfit. This is because Sonia is actually a student of the military academy of Orange Star, and they wanted to kind of... Oh, that's a perfect S rank? Well, anyways, they wanted to kind of cover up the fact that Orange Star used to be called Red Star, so they gave Sonia a green uniform and took away her glasses. I don't know why they took away her glasses. I guess wearing glasses just makes you more, I don't even know what the word is, but that's the first Sonia level done. Now it's on to the next one, where we play as Sammy, of course. And she looks pissed. So was that sleep gas? How did she manage to catch Max with it? And how did you split us up anyways? Like, if you've if you've got us captured or something, then you could just... Well, actually, she's just playing games with us anyways. Wasting lives of soldiers and resources, of course, but, you know. Oh, it's a capture battle. I forgot about that. Alright, so it's Sammy's turn, and we're in a capture battle, so this is good. We've got the perfect CO for it. Well, she did kind of get me, I guess. I mean, I'm not knocked out, but... Like, I was forced to play with Max in the previous level. And now I'm here with you, Sammy. Oh yeah, you can also use Reef's Recover. I don't know if I brought that up. Alright, so... Capturing is the name of the game, and we also have bases. So, what I'm going to do is... I suppose we should first land our infantry. Let's put the mech here and the infantry there. And, transporters also make for good distractions, in case I haven't said that yet as well. Alright, so let's move our sub forward and dive. Oh, there's a tank there! Oh, good thing we have our battleship there. The cool thing about playing as Sammy is, even if you take a little bit of damage, you know, it's not over for your infantry. They can still capture in 2 turns. Which, I guess in this map is a huge advantage. Oh, hi, Grit! What are you doing here? So I guess if you do play these levels, it adds more context to the story, but it doesn't really change the outcome of the story. Yeah, Sonia, you do seem to be taking things a little bit too far with us. What information are you getting out of this fight anyways? I feel like that's a very big part of the story that's missing. Like, we all know that Advance Wars doesn't exactly have Shakespeare-level plot, but we don't care. Alright, so I heard plenty of C units, so that's something. We need 9 properties, but Sonia only needs 6. See, there's 3 here, and the properties on this island, the properties on these 2 islands are more than enough to satisfy the requirement. So let's make sure that I have all of the spots adjacent to these 2 covered. So anybody who shoots at them is getting blown to bits. Like, we might not even need to be able to produce more units here. I wonder why those are even there. Like, why do we have these bases in the port? Just in case we lose a lander or something? I suppose that's good enough for me. Advance these guys slowly. Hey, there's where all the enemy units are. Oh. There's an indirect in there. Alright, so that's enough damage to... Oh, and, that was unfortunate. The sub found the... Oh, the sub found my sub. I don't have a sub now, but at least I can get rid of hers. Right, should I fire or... I'm gonna blow this... Well, I can blow that up with a battleship, so I'll do that. Alright, so that's a bit of unfortunate damage, because now it's going to take longer to start capturing stuff again. Looks like I'm losing a unit soon. Let's drop these infantry here for now. Alright, so I am pretty thankful to have these bases after all. Oh, I know why they're there. You need them in case you lose all your infantry, because then you couldn't capture anymore. Alright, so game designers have done us good today. Now if only the AI would do the same. As long as I make sure she's got no infantry, I think we're pretty much safe. Alright, I think to save time, I'm going to use the CO power. Double time just gives infantry units +1 movement, and a couple of other perks as well, I think. Like, I think the movement charts are a little bit different, but I'm just using it so that the mech gets to the city 1 turn sooner than it normally would. And I can go around this tank and fire at it from here, and I need that infantry to start capturing, so I'll move it there. Now we can defend this area entirely using our mechs. Right. Definitely need more infantry on this island now. Go ahead and finish off the sub. If I put a dive sub on her port, can she see it? That's interesting. I've never really thought of what might happen if an enemy sub is dived on your port. Like, I've never seen that happen before, but I suppose we'll know if she can see it on her next turn. That battleship is definitely going to blow up my cruiser, though, but I wanted to get rid of the sub that badly. Just move on, then. This should not be the most difficult, fight in the game, so I'm really just taking it slow because I don't know what's out there still. Actually, with that battleship there, I can't capture anything. Or at least it'll be a lot harder. Well, it doesn't look like she sees the... Oh, she does see the sub. Okay. And I've lost the one unit that was giving me all that vision, so this could be dangerous. But I only need 4 more properties, and they're all right here, so we have to... Well, I need 3 properties off this island. So... I really gotta step up my game here. Oh! That's where the artillery was. Now we can start working on blowing that thing up. Let's go down here and drop like so. Battleship's probably not completely in range yet, but I'm gonna need a new sub. I'm losing more units than I should as well. I'll watch that. Oh, they just blow stuff up the instant I build it. This is getting annoying. Oh great, and infantry is probably gonna capture back some of the stuff that I had. Okay. That guy is gone. Time to start, like, hopefully I will not lose those infantry in 1 turn. Maybe as long as the battleship has a bunch of different stuff it can shoot at. Like, I'm anticipating a very bad rank this time around. I was saving up money for a sub, wasn't I? Oops. Well, it shot at the lander first, which is a good thing. But I've lost so many units now. It's getting worse and worse. Oh boy. Alright. Hopefully Sammy's capture abilities see me through. Because with this, I can move in and capture a turn sooner. It's time to start spamming units for technique. As long as she doesn't blow up both infantry, we're completely safe. And it looks like she's only going to get one of them. She got neither of them, actually, so we are safe. We only need 1 more property. Alright, let's hope for the best. No, she's not. Her indirect combat is completely normal. You mean her direct combat. It's her direct combat units that are weaker. Wow. That's a gaffe worthy of flack from Advance Wars 2. Yeah, that's what I'd like to know, Sammy. New tools. That's the perfect lure for a guy like Andy, am I right? Alright, so that's 2 down and only 1 more to go, and it should be no surprise that the final map will... Oh, she was not far away from a victory at all. She only needed 2 properties taken from me. Okay, it's still an A rank, but that is a very horrific performance. I apologize to you guys. Alright, with that we only have 1 more map to go, and I should probably hurry it along because I've been taking quite a while with this. But the missions are getting a little bit harder every video. Oh, did you notice the little mistake that they made? You could see the top of the map at the bottom of the screen. Did you notice that? There were flags there with completed missions. Wow. Blink and you'll miss it. Wow, Sammy is mad. Yeah, I was losing units left and right, but that's mostly my fault, Sammy. It's not yours. You know, is it just me or are the characters more expressive in dialogue in Advance Wars 1? Like, it's not just the portraits that are expressive. Gee, Andy, I wonder why that could be. This is a beautiful level just for this dialogue. Don't expect any sympathy if you lose. Alright. So, no capture battle this time. It's the same rules as Max's mission, which means we have to be very, very careful. Oh look, there's a sub. We should probably get rid of that straight away. Oh, and hey, a rocket! I will just go ahead and blow that up too. That was like the perfect opening move. Not bad. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is probably like send out an attack force. Both of these units are gonna get shot at, so we'll put the rocket forward. Oh boy, did we take the land route or that? Hey, there's no waterfall here. That's weird. Is it because the river is going that way instead of the other way? That's so strange. I'm noticing all sorts of strange things. Please tell me she doesn't... Well, we've got missiles, so she has to have air units now, right? That's unfortunate. I have to play an air battle with Sonia. And I can't produce any more units, which is also fun. There's no cruiser out there, so I guess we should get going with the B-copters. Well, he mostly asks me what an airport is, and I have to keep constantly reminding him. Oh, hey, look, there's a B-copter. Nowhere near it, though. Well, it seems that they don't get along, but what happens if you say yes? Oh. No, I was supposed to say no. He was asking, do they not get along, and I responded in the affirmative. Oops. Okay, that's not the option I wanted to pick, but whatever. Man, I hate these yes-no questions. Like, sometimes a yes-no question can be very confusing. Like, am I supposed to say yes or no? I got no idea. I don't see anything up there that could be dangerous. Like, anything that could have moved would have by now. Anyways, I've got to reveal that sub. It's already been sufficiently damaged. Alright, let's get moving up north. I've still got to take it slow, I think. Up, she can see everything in the reefs now. Steel powers charge really, really fast in these missions, but I guess that's because you're damaging a lot of really expensive units. Hello, bomber! Well, luckily, it only took out a single infantry. There's where the cruiser was. Alright, so luckily both air units are in range of both of our anti-air units. So the missile was very well placed. Unfortunately, it didn't do enough damage to sink the thing in one hit. Now the cruiser's not really a problem, because I'm already into the land portion of the map, so it's not really going to be able to hit my copter. So, here's something that a lot of people actually don't remember about Advance Wars. Did you know that B-copters can be loaded into cruisers? Like, I don't think I've ever seen that ability seriously used in this game. But it is actually helpful because if you just need the B-copter to move and only move, not attack anything, you can actually move it farther by loading it into a cruiser and then dropping it on the cruiser's turn. So yes, that was actually a much farther move than the B-copter would have been able to make normally. A pretty niche function of the cruiser, but one that's worth keeping in mind. Alright, let's see if that distracts the bomber. Just keep it where it is so I can shoot it down next turn. It can't even recover health, so it's not even a threat. Oh, there's a battleship out there somewhere, and that's not good. Now the sub can't refuel. At least I have this. Like, I've got a couple units that have taken damage, so I think this is worth it. Alright. Oh, is that B-copter in range of the missile? Thank you, Sonia. I have no idea how she keeps flying straight into missile range. There's the battleship. I am so sinking it. Everyone going forward. Like, you can see why Fog of War is just no fun. I have no idea if there's going to be a missile that just pops up and shoots down my B-copter in one shot. I have to keep moving slowly. I think I've only lost one unit so far, though, so that's good. But if I take it any slower, then this is going to hurt my speed score. Nothing dangerous happening so far, except Steam has decided to make a cameo yet again. I should really just log out when I'm playing this. Or maybe not have the emulator window be so big. Alright, so one of those forces has got to have, like, some kind of unit inside it. I don't want to move the copter too far forward. Let's see what the cruiser... Let's see if the cruiser notices anything. I did not notice that there were no shoals to land my units on, so I have to send the lander up here. But once the battleship is out of the way, we should be pretty safe. Probably will lose another unit, though, because my sub is about to run out of fuel. And I don't have the APC to refuel it, so losing the APC was actually pretty devastating. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Okay, nothing up there. So the question is, what's waiting at that HQ for us? Oh, there's a rocket around there somewhere, and hello, fighter. Oops. My anti-air needs to get up there. Well, we just gotta rush forward at the HQ now. There's a tank. And now I can load the B-copter onto the cruiser and be safe from the fighter. Wow, that's yet another niche use of the cruiser's ability to load copters. Can't imagine anybody, well, not many people would think of that. Like, they might wonder if there's a way to keep the copter safe and then remember, hey, I could load it into the cruiser. Well, there goes my speed score, because it's going to take several more turns getting my mechs over to the HQ. But there's really no reason to move any other units. I don't know where that rocket is. Maybe I could search it out in the time I still have. But my medium tank is out of fuel too, and if it runs out of fuel in range of the rocket, then we're losing another one. Right, so unless it's in this forest, I think capturing is completely safe. Check it out. And it's completely safe, so we do win. Well, that was actually a pretty good run of the mission, in spite of me, like, making a couple of mistakes along the way. We actually got to use some of the niche abilities of the cruiser, so I'm pretty happy. You do have a weak point, it's your intelligence. No, not really. I think it's easier to work with Max. No, I just run over everything with Max, Sonia. Like, do you not know how this works? Yes, we have to fight Green Earth next. I forgot to mention that. The next 4 maps take place in Green Earth, which means now it's time to make another decision, and I probably know what you guys are already going to say. So, do you guys want me to use Sammy in the next 4 missions? Because something really special happens if I do, and you guys probably want me to, so it's probably a foregone conclusion. But do comment on what you want. That's a perfect? That's a perfect? I lost so many units! You can't give me a perfect for that! I demand a lower score! Well, that's it for Sonia's missions. Next we take on Green Earth. Comment below with which CO you would like me to use. See you later.